Well, hey now, folks. John Duffin here, Duffin Media. Wow. We're doing a special weekend edition of Optimizing Your Communications live Saturday edition. Great to see you. Great to see everybody. We happen to be live today on Facebook. So if you're tooling around on Facebook and you're hearing me, I know I got a loud voice, right? And you're hearing me, give me a heads up because I know that there are people already on Facebook that are checking this out, but the best way that I know that it's you is if you drop a note in the comments. I promise I won't make you feel or look weird or anything like that. But the fact is, I get to be here on Facebook. So if you're with me on Facebook today on a Saturday, great seeing you. By the way, same magic applies to LinkedIn as well, too. If you are on LinkedIn doing all your business weekend stalking, well, here I am. And if you happen to be on LinkedIn, same rules apply. Like I said, give me a shout out. Let me know that you are here and I can speak more specifically to you if that works. Oh, and also on YouTube. So that's our deal today. The lands of YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Welcome aboard, all. So why am I here on the weekend? It's not that it's overly urgent, but to me, one of the things I think about is the ability to be able to execute on ideas in real time. Now, yeah, I just got this new hairdo, thanks to Joe McElhenney. And I wanted to show that off as well because I had been looking mangy lately, right? And so it's hard to be an influencer when you're looking all beat up. And you're saying, I didn't know he was an influencer. Well, whatever, right? But the new hairdo to me gives me a little bit more confidence, and actually having something to say gives me a little bit more confidence too, right? So the easiest way I find sometimes to get to the heart of the matter is to just get to it. And here's what I'm thinking about right today. So maybe this helps you today. Maybe this helps you on Monday when you return to work. Who knows? Maybe, look, a lot of people are working straight through the weekend. So I'm not making that dumb assumption that everybody is just laying around waiting for springtime, right? So, but what I also think about too is, which is the topic of today's quick hit communication, is say what you mean, but say it in a way that someone will want to respond. All right. I've had a number of personal conversations today, and I don't want to out any of those topics or people, but I will say this. I keep thinking about the fact that I communicate at my best when I'm in a calm state and I don't feel all cluttered or jammed up. I tend to communicate at my worst when the opposite is so. When the opposite happens to be so, which is I'm all jammed up and I feel like I got to go handle this. The tip to take with you today or later is make certain when it's time to go handle this, so to speak, that you're doing it in a way that someone will want to follow. Okay. So, one of the things that I remember in my corporate world, I just had this conversation recently, was that I often gave up my weekends in worry or panic mode because something would happen on a Friday and then I technically couldn't do anything about it until Monday. Either the clients weren't available or you're not going to go bother somebody on a weekend. But here's what I'm saying, which is you want to put yourself always in a position to win. What's the easiest way to do it? Give yourself some bandwidth, for God's sake. Give yourself some bandwidth, because you'd be amazed at a couple of things. As I'm learning, everybody's going through something. Two, people are not mind readers, but see if you're feeling sounding jammed up, you're going to trigger something in them that you don't want. So, how do you do that? I'm going to go back to an old school, tried and true method, which is the Navy SEALs breathing techniques, centered and combined with what I call the body of evidence. To me, it's a lethal combination that if you do that, you can literally set the table for a conversation so that you don't sound so jammed up. And when you don't sound so jammed up, you're able to speak freely and clearly, succinctly. So we're going to play a game. And it's a really fast one, too. And it's an easy one. As you can see, I didn't get all dolled up for this afternoon. Although, again, as I said, my hair looks lovely. But you could be casual when you do this and we play this game. And again, what does the Navy SEALs breathing techniques do? What it does is give yourself some bandwidth in a really easy way. Have you ever been in a situation where you have felt so jammed up and now it's your time to speak or ask for something or try to solve something for someone and you're just blurting out nonsense and you sound and you feel tense? How effective has that been for you? Drop a note in the comments. Let me know. Specifically, when you're not at your best, when you're feeling tight and jammed up, but you just want to get something off your chest, how has that tended to work out for you results-wise? Yeah. For me, poorly. Awful. I may feel better temporarily, but typically what happens is I'm opening up new problems and situations. So you want to get what you want? Build a relationship, enhance a relationship, move the needle forward. And by the way, you know what I'm noticing, which is very cool? I've got a fair amount of people on YouTube today as well, too. YouTubers! That makes me sound so old, doesn't it? But I've got a fair amount of traffic today on YouTube. Thank you for that. Same deal. Drop a note in the comments so I know that you're here. And in that way, at the very least, I can respond to you specifically. All right. But the tip is it's a weekend. You don't want to get yourself all jammed up and sit on things. If you get the opportunity to have a communication, you want to do it in a way that somebody respects and wants to acknowledge and help you. So, what's the game? Here's your Saturday afternoon thing. If you're just all sitting around getting all jammed up and tightened up, let's untighten us a little bit, huh? I'm going to tell you this breathing game takes 16 seconds. Do you have 16 seconds? Come on. You totally do. You totally do. The Valley doesn't start for a couple of weeks. You might want to get all caught up on the reruns and the new cast members or not. But here's what you can also do. Oh, and it's not spring training yet. So you've still got some idle time. The road to the Final Four, you've got time. 16 seconds. What does this do? This Navy SEALs breathing technique is done to take you out of a panic mode. Navy SEALs use this literally as a life or death technique. For us, we're just going to make ourselves feel a little bit better. We've earned it. It's a Saturday. It's a long week. Why not? All right. So shake yourself loose a little bit, right? Maybe not all that. I watch myself on the replays, not often because I do things like that. And then I get all freaked out. But meanwhile, just give yourself 16 seconds. So you ready? Here we go. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Deep exhale through the belly. 4 seconds. Oh. Hold that for 4 seconds. And that's it. That's the whole game, right? Backed by science. Google it. Navy SEALs breathing techniques. Backed by science. Demonstratable proof. It will free up some bandwidth so that you're not walking into an important conversation tense and rammy and weird. I've been speaking to some people in regards to some medical situations, and the reminder that I got years ago, which is in something like a medical conversation, you never want to go into them tense, but you're always tense in those conversations. You don't want to go into them tense because nobody wants to help you. You're igniting something negative in someone else by handing off your tension. So it's misconstrued, that tension, as either anger or lack of respect or anything that's not good, right? So how do you fix that? How you fix it is coming calm. So that's the first part. Give yourself that 16 seconds of bandwidth. Go hide in a corner somewhere if you've got a conversation coming. Don't pick up or dial the phone number until you do it. Okay? Now, here's your bonus. And this can be done concurrently. Literally at the exact same time. I love it when somebody has to now explain what concurrently means. But I get confused. I watch, too many Law and Orders, and then I get confused with concurrently and consecutively. So here's the concurrently one. Same time as the breathing. You want to convey a body of evidence. Why does that matter? This is reinforcement. Everybody has done something cool in their life, right? Even you when you're beating yourself up, or me when I'm beating myself up. Oh, I haven't worked out in a while, or right? And you want to be like, I'm so unworthy. Well, first off, stop that. But secondly, more importantly, yeah, you have. You've done something cool in your life. And chances are good, in a calm state, you could rattle off 50 things. You only need one. And they don't have to be specific to the matter at hand. I'll give you an example, right? So nobody cares about my running stories. And if you ever saw me run, you'd really not care. You'd run from me. But I've completed 5 marathons. Not lately, but I've completed 5 marathons. Don't laugh. But I did. I have. And I never thought in my life that I would have ever completed a marathon. Well, it doesn't necessarily get you to the head of the class now. But what I use them for is the reminder of me crossing a finish line after running 26.2 miles. And that feeling that I had, that I can't believe this has happened. And I'm telling you, you've got a moment like that too. Maybe you had a good day yesterday. Maybe you had a great conversation this morning. Maybe you made somebody laugh. Maybe you made somebody smile. Maybe you accomplished something you never thought was possible. Put away your Christmas tree. Not that I would know about leaving it up too long, but whatever it is, think about it during those 16 seconds. The science from my friend, colleague, therapist, psychologist, Joseph Dowling, who has written the book Zonefulness, talks about locking in the perspective of using the Navy SEALs breathing techniques with locking in terms of your body of evidence, that recollection of something you've done, it amplifies the effectiveness tenfold. Science backs it up. I used it the first time for personal reasons. I use it for business reasons all the time now. What does it do? It accelerates the fact that, number one, it clears away distractions, bandwidth, problems, all that baggage you're rolling around with. It clears out some of it and puts you in a calm state so that you feel more confident. Whatever you're taking on doesn't feel as daunting. And I'm telling you, when you do that one simple combo move, the next conversation that you have will be so much more direct and on point. What does it do? It improves your memory. It increases your ability to listen. It improves your ability to retain information. And just putting you in that calm state to, again, retain information, improve your memory, listen better, you'll respond better. You'll be in the moment. You'll be able to handle problems that actually matter. All of that stuff happens with one simple technique. So, what it matters on any day. But if you're sitting around today getting yourself keyed up because you're on social media for too long, again, I wouldn't know any of that. But and then you want to go into doom scrolling and feeling bad for yourself, try not to. One of the reasons I chose to do a coaching session today now is exactly that. Just know that. So we're all human, right? And so for me, I made the conscious decision to jump on and do a live, expose myself, show off my hot looking hairstyle, and let you know that you can snap out of a situation instantly. And that can matter immediately. It can matter later today. It could matter tomorrow while we're all shoveling on the East Coast, or Monday when you're trying to handle a situation. It works anytime, and I'm going to tell you, every time. So you want to sound more true, more authentic. We're all about the hyper authenticity here, right? Preludes to the upcoming book, The Hyper Authenticity Business Blueprint. Just know this one simple technique, a twofold process, all done in 16 seconds, clears your head, puts you in a position to win. And that's what we're looking to do. You'll make your weekend better. You'll make your day better. You'll make your life better. So that's what I got for you today, folks. That's what I got. If anybody still happens to be on at this moment, looks like we still have a few people on, which is great. And there's anything specific, any questions, anything you want to hit me up for, do it. Okay? I'm happy to hang out for another minute or so. Happy to hang out. But I will also say this. I'm dropping my email address in the comments. So when you watch this, sorry for looking down. When you watch this live and or on replay, take a look at jd@duffinmedia.com. Email me, he says, and I can absolutely talk to you. Maybe we're going to talk about a free 30-minute discovery call where I can talk more in specifics in relation to how I coach people. Tailor it to you, right? And so another thing as well, too. You want to check me out a little bit further? I have no problem with people checking me out. I know that just sounded weird, right? But in the meantime, you want to check out what I've got going on a little bit further? Again, I have no qualms about that. So here's where you'll find me. The email was the clue, but just in case, duffinmedia.com has all my information. But again, take something easy. Take something easy and have it compound your results, make you feel better, make the people around you feel better. And when you do, you're going to optimize your communications. So when you're talking it up in a professional manner or a conversation that's important, you'll know there are ways to stack the deck. Here's one of them. Simply remember the breathing, 16 seconds. Navy SEALs breathing. Short, deep inhale, exhale holds. The body of evidence. reminding yourself that you've done something good in your life and amplifying the impact of the Navy SEALs breathing technique. You combine the two, you got this covered, right? So take advantage of the rest of your Saturday today. Practice it up a little bit. When you're feeling tense or weird, give it a shot and see how it goes. Drop a note in the comments or email me. Let me know what you think. And again, we will be back with more. But I wanted to pop on again. It helped me. I hope it helped you today too. Remember, you can always change a situation. You can always change your vantage point and take advantage of the fact that you're always in a position to communicate to win. John Duffin here with Duffin Media. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the replay. Be good to yourselves. Talk soon. Bye.